Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for what does a full moon mean for you. So, we have full moons every month and we also have new moons every month. So this is going to be specifically for full moons. Full moons are a great time for us to reflect on things in our life, and it can also help us in many areas of our life. The moon is known for having an effect on Earth, on us, on everything going around us, especially the tides. And full moons are a time for us to really do intentions, affirmations. We can use the law of attraction at any time, but it really helps. And so this is going to be specific messages, for Group 1, Group 2 and Group 3, whichever reading you feel more drawn to. I'm going to be doing 3 separate readings. Timestamps will be in the description box below, so you can skip ahead to whichever reading, but this is going to be essentially what does a full moon mean for you. Specific messages for you as to what it means for you. And yeah, so as I mentioned, timestamps will be down below, and I just want to mention before I get started with the pick a card reading that if you would like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below for information on how you can win and how you can enter as well. So I do a giveaway every single month, so if you are interested, do check that out. Also, the cards that I use as well in this in this reading will be also linked down below, as in, I will write which ones they are. If you would like to book a private paid reading, information will also be down below. They're done within 24 to 48 hours, and my bracelets, which are on Etsy, they are handmade, spiritually charged, intention bracelets for different areas of your life. They will be linked down below. They are handmade, as I mentioned, and also they are starting from just £3 with free international shipping. Okay, now that I've got all of that out of the way, we're going to start first of all with group number 1, then group 2, and then group 3. So let's start first of all with group number 1. I'm going to move these ones out of the way. Alright, so group number 1. Let's see, what does a full moon mean for you? Alright, so we have got some tarot cards. Oh, Justice card. So the way in which this works is I shuffle the cards and then I put them into piles. We've got some from the Mandala meditation deck. Okay, so the cards I use will be listed in the description box below. So the first message here that we have is this one. Okay, so it says, "May the moon watch peacefully over you as a calm, omnipotent guardian." Okay, so the moon essentially here is protecting you. The moon in any of its phases is a form of protection for you. It's protecting you. And the big messages here that are coming through with the Mandala meditation deck is, first of all, that I can achieve my wildest dreams. As I mentioned, in the beginning portion of the video, before I got started with the readings, is that the moon and the full moon is essentially, it's about us reflecting on things in our life, that we can do things. It's about us kickstarting our intentions. It's a really good time to think and reflect and to start new projects. So if you are thinking about your life and you're wondering which direction to take it in, a full moon can really allow you to think more and to think clearly as well. If you're meditating during a full moon, that can help. Also doing intentions like writing down on a piece of paper, I want to be able to do this, I want to achieve this, I will work hard for this, I want it to manifest, I want it to happen. That's a form of law of attraction. If you write it down and you burn it on the night of a full moon, it can really help to kickstart your intentions. Of course, you still have to put in the hard work, but it kickstarts your intentions. You put out those intentions into the universe, and doing these intentions during a full moon can really be very significant and very powerful. So for those of you that want to achieve your dreams, a full moon, during the time of a full moon, can really be very, very helpful, very powerful. It can really start you in the right direction. So that's what I'm seeing. And the crystal here, the power boost crystal, is the citrine or citrine, however you pronounce it. Then we've also got here, I am in charge of my journey. So you've got these really beautiful mandalas here as well. really, really pretty, and you know, you are in charge of your journey. This is about realizing that you are the one in power. If you want to do something in your life, you are the one in power. So full moons can really help you to progress yourself into different avenues in your life through career or love or finance or whatever your situation is, whatever it is that you want. Perhaps you need to focus on yourself. The full moon, the period of the full moon, can really, really help you to start in that direction. It allows for self-reflection. It affects our bodies. You know, the moon really does affect us in so many more ways than just one. And this is a period of time where it's really important for you to look at your life, to reflect on your life. And the crystal, the Power Boost crystal here is amethyst. Now, keeping these crystals around you can really help you as well in these different areas of your life. You know, crystals are known for having healing benefits and properties in them, and you know, aesthetically they also look beautiful, but they do, you know, they can really take out negative energy, they can feed in positive energy. Again, a lot of this is to do with the psychology of things as well, but know that the universe, right, we exist in this universe. The universe has also created us in many, many ways as well, and there are so many beautiful things in this universe, and it's about, you know, energy feeds off of energy, and you can use crystals to really lighten up your space and also to give you energy, give you that boost. Okay, so we also have here, there are no limits to my dreams. So full moons here can really allow us to realize our dreams, to understand that we can achieve anything that we want to, so long as we put our intention into it, we work towards it, and we can use the law of attraction towards it. This is also about, you know, we've got the Justice card here, which is about karma. So the Justice card is ruled by Libra, and this is all about balance. So if you put in the intention, you can get something out of it. If you put in the work, you can get something out of it. This is about karma. You know, what you get is essentially, you know, what goes around comes around, but what you put into it is also what you will receive. So that is also, you know, that you really can achieve your wildest dreams. Of course, you have to put hard work into it, but use, you know, the full moon as a way of reflecting. Taking a step back from your life, even if things are going really well, taking a step back, looking back at things and thinking, is this truly serving me? How is this making me feel? Is it good for me right now? What can I do to improve my situation? And in many ways, this can really help you in your life to progress your life further. It can put you onto paths that perhaps you wouldn't have been on before, you know, positive paths. Nine of Pentacles is about owning your energy. It's about being strong in your own energy. You know, it's about, you know, being this beautiful peacock. But in general, it's just about owning your energy, being in your beautiful energy, and just being happy in your energy, in the sense of just lifting up your vibration and just really being there for yourself as well, you know, committing to yourself, committing to your goals, your dreams, your hobbies, trying to understand yourself so that you can understand others. So you must put this all into yourself first. Okay, and then we also have the Wheel of Fortune. You know, a full moon is, you know, about really making things happen. You know, a lot of very interesting things can happen during this period of time. It's about doing the law of attraction, it's also about intentions, but it's also about, you know, if you have dreams that you want to achieve, if there is something you want to change in your life, this is such a good time to do it because it's a new start. You know, the moon goes through cycles and phases. In our life, we go through cycles and phases. You know, when you look at the wheel also turns. It goes through its own cycles and phases, and so if there is something new that you want to start or you want to put an ending to something, you can 100% do it, right? Yes, of course, you've got to put in the work for it, but it's also showing that, you know, this is a really great time to be able to do it. You know, the full moon is shining, it is beaming, it is that time, it is, you know, that light that we see in the sky at night, you know, which just, it just has so much powerful energy with it, and it is such a good time to do it, you know, especially when we see how, you know, full moons really affect animals and, you know, creatures and all of these cycles that we see, you know, habitats. So it is just a very powerful time, and it just has a lot of power. So if you are someone that just really has certain dreams and goals in your life, this is such a good opportunity for you to really go out there and strive during this time. It's also a really good opportunity for those of you that need to just step back and reflect and look at your life and see where you are, it's a really good time to do so, because it can allow you to think more clearly, it can give you a lot of ideas, it can give you a lot of creative potential, and it can just really allow you to think of, what are my next steps? What is it that I really want to do? And it's also for you to realise that you are protected. So group number 1, this is, what does a full moon mean for you, and messages, to do with that. So I'm now going to move on to group number 2. Now, if this did resonate with you, don't forget to like this video and let me know in the comment section below, and subscribe. And now I'm going to move on to group number 2. Alright, group number 2, this is going to be, what does the full moon, or what does a full moon mean for you? My laptop is overheating. It does this as and when it wants to. Just, it has a mind of its own. The amount of times I have taken it. Anyways, so, what does a full moon mean for you? So I have got this main message here, which is, may you feel revitalized and refreshed at the wild power of nature. Just look at that. How beautiful is this image? How beautiful. Okay, nature is very powerful. I know you're staring at this Queen of Swords most likely, but nature is very, very, very powerful. I mean, when you look at nature and how it can make you feel so good and calm and balanced and just, it's just incredible the power that nature has. And, a full moon has a lot of effect on our surroundings, ourselves, and of course nature in general, habitats. It has such a powerful, powerful effect. So, without the full moon, I mean, a lot of us would be very lost in that sense, especially, a lot of turtles, and, when you see that they are, they're affected by moon cycles and phases. So, the moon has a very powerful effect, and during a full moon, it is at its brightest, and essentially, this is a time for you to reflect on your life. This is very important for you to step back and to see what is serving you and what isn't. Are there things in your life that are just making you feel really down? Are there things that are not serving you? Because the full moon, and the moon in general has a purpose. Of course it does. Everything has its own purpose. And it's about looking at your life and seeing, does this serve me? Does this have a purpose? Is this making me happy, or is this toxic? So it's about looking and reflecting, and this Queen of Swords is exactly that, right? Queen of Swords is about looking at certain situations and thinking, is this person, place, or thing serving me? Does it mean well? Is it good for me in my life? Is it giving me what, I would give them? Is it really doing anything for me, or is it just making me go in circles? The full moon is really about reflecting, and it's about a lot of things, but specifically for your group, it's about reflecting on your things in life and seeing if it's good for you or if it's not, how it's making you feel. And it's about, cutting out those things for a period of time. You don't have to do it forever, but just for a period of time, cutting those things out and seeing how it makes you feel. And doing this, right, cutting certain people out for a period of time after a full moon can really be very powerful, because it will make you realize very quickly whether it was the right thing to do or not. And, this is just about, if there's someone in your life that just isn't serving you, maybe that's, just taking a bit of space for a little while and seeing how that makes you feel. If it's a person that, you can't involve, I can't even speak. If it's a person that you can't really distance yourself from because you're involved with them in a career situation, it's about being diplomatic and seeing how that makes you feel, right? So that's what I'm seeing, is that this is really about you reflecting on the people, the places and things in your life and seeing whether they really serve you. Does it do you any good? How does it make you feel? This is about taking back your own power. We've got the Strength card, which is ruled by Leo, and then we also have the Sun here as well. So the Sun and the Moon are counterparts, right? It's about balance. It's about creating balance in your life. Is whatever that's happening in your life, is it creating a balance? Do you feel good? Is it toxic? It's really about you reflecting on your life and seeing whatever it is that it's in your life, is there a good purpose to it? How does it make you feel? So it's really about that, and it's really about creating that balance, the sun and the moon, that balance. Then we've also got the Strength card, which is ruled by Leo. And this again is about taking back your own power, taming your fears and doing what is right for you, focusing on yourself. This is also about just being in your strong energy and doing what is right for you and thinking about yourself for once rather than always thinking about other people. This is really about being in power, whether you're male or female. I read energies in tarot, so male or female, you can take on this Queen of Swords energy. It's really about you. Make sure that you are truthful and honest to yourself to see your situation. So we've got here the Mandala meditation deck. So first one here we have is Today I Will Live in the Moment, and the power boost crystal is amethyst. So this is about you, right? Live in the moment, see what's happening, but again, it's about making sure that if there are toxic things in your life, that you are taking care of them, and that you are really focusing on yourself, and you're making sure that you are serving yourself as well, and not doing yourself a disservice. Living in the moment is a great thing. It's about being mindful as well, and it's about really just enjoying what is happening currently, not always thinking about the future. And the full moon in many ways does that. When you look at a full moon, I feel like people just become so mindful. They look at it and they just go, wow, wow. You can't stop staring at it, and you're just in that moment, just staring at the moon and just admiring its beauty for what it is, not knowing whether you may see it again or not. So this is again about just being so mindful, looking out into nature and just being mindful of how things are, how they make you feel. And again, if it doesn't make you feel good, it's about rethinking. So this other one, Mandala meditation deck, so this one, it says, miracles appear every day in my life. So I just got confused because I was just looking at this mandala and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Look at that mandala. I was just looking at it and I realised, actually, I really need to get back to this reading and, talk about this card. So the crystal we have here is called aventurine, and it is beautiful, and it is green, and it is just, green nature. It just signifies go, go. Got a lot of green already in this spread. And then we also have this one, which is red jasper, and it says, I am strong. So this one says, miracles appear every day in life. They do. If you look at the universe, if you look at our lives and how we do things, and the fact that we are on a planet floating in the universe, right? And in our solar system, I say there is, there's no life that we have discovered yet in our solar system. I mean, isn't that crazy? Isn't that a miraculous thing in itself when you think about that? I mean, isn't that crazy? So miracles appear, every day in our life, and it's all around us. There are miracles everywhere. And, this is about, the strength card again relating to I am strong, right? Building up your strength, putting power into yourself. This is also about your health, right? This is about taking care of your health and making sure that you feel mentally good about what is going on, as we mentioned, but also spiritually good. The moon is very spiritual too. And like I mentioned, mindfulness, again, that ties into it. It's also about feeling physically good and emotionally good. All of these things are very much so tied together. This particular crystal I talked about, aventurine, is very much so about positivity, and then the tranquil one is amethyst. So these crystals can really help you in this sense, but especially if you look at these cards, I didn't even realise this, but these three cards, it really represents the colour scheme of the 4 cards that we've got there as well. And, this is really about your power, taking back your power, focusing on yourself, observing and looking at, does this suit me? Does this serve me? How is this for me? And taking back your power. And this is what the full moon is really going to help you to do. It will make you feel more confident, bright, happy, and just more balanced. The key here is balanced. Sun and moon. Balanced. So this is your reading, group number 2, and what a full moon means for you. Did you like my poetry? I hope you did. And if you liked this, don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and comment down below how this resonates with your situation. And I'm going to move on now to group number 3, last but not least, as always. Okay, group number 3. What does a full moon mean for you? Group number 3, last but never least, as I always say. Alright, so we've got the tarot cards here, but I'm going to start with the main message, which is this one, and then I'm going to move on to the Mandala meditation deck, and then the tarot cards as well. If you're interested in knowing which tarot cards I use, they will be listed down below. So we have this message here, which says, may flowers grow from the seeds you sow as you dance through life. Such a beautiful message, such a beautiful message. You know, we plant seeds in our life every day. We do them physically, if you physically plant flowers, I mean, but you know, what I'm talking about is we physically do them. We plant thoughts, right? Those thoughts can grow. We plant ideas, those ideas can grow. We physically do things in our life where we are planting seeds, right? So things are always growing and manifesting in our life. But it's also about being mindful of what is going on in our life and seeing how does it suit us, what's going on, does it make me happy, all those kinds of things. And it's about, you know, enjoying life, but it's also about, you know, when really terrible things happen in life, because nobody goes through life happy, dancing all the time. It's also about just being able to accept, release, forgive, learn, and grow. And these things can help us to really progress through life. And you know, when the full moon comes around, we reflect a lot. It's a time when people want to kickstart different things in their life. Perhaps it's starting businesses, perhaps it's moving jobs, perhaps it's doing, you know, something major. And a full moon can really help in a lot of areas of life. So, you know, the main thing here is that, you know, full moons can really allow us to open up our avenues and to look at different things we need to do. But it's also a very powerful time for us to release things, for us to release grief, sadness. Perhaps we feel a sense of loss. This is about acceptance within ourselves and then being able to accept our situation and to be able to release our emotions out there into the universe and then to take in the positivity so that we can dance throughout our life. You know, it starts with releasing. And what I feel is that a lot of you in group number 3 need to do releasing. You know, a full moon for you, especially in group number 3, is really about releasing toxic thoughts, negativity. Perhaps it's, you know, something has happened in your life where you just can't get over it. It's about releasing. You know, use different forms of mindfulness or methods like this, which can really help you. For example, meditation, yoga, journaling, very, very powerful for releasing. Writing down your intentions on a piece of paper, what you feel you need to release in your life, burning it on the night of a full moon, can really help you to release that into the universe. It's very similar to how people write emails and letters and then they never send them, right? It's a form of getting it out rather than keeping it all inside. It can really help you. So I do feel like a lot of you have, you know, can really benefit from releasing during a full moon. This is a very, very powerful tool for you. If you feel that you're always holding things inside, or if things happen in your life and you feel like they're just stuck in you, releasing, I feel, really, really helps you. So let's see what is going on in these other cards. So we have here, I am guided by love, not fear, which actually I think is beautiful. You know, this is about being guided by love, right? So if things happen in your life and you feel like you are just holding on to certain feelings, this is about knowing that you are guided. It's by love, and it's about thinking positive, right? It's about letting go of emotionally negative thoughts, things that aren't serving you, and trying to be positive about things. Remember, positivity attracts positivity. And it's also about sometimes changing your thoughts, and it happens step by step. Meditation can really help. Really, really help. It's funny actually, because this deck is called the Mandala meditation deck. So, you know, the card here is about love. This is also about self-love and accepting yourself for who you are. Say, for example, someone rejects you, it's on them, it's not on you, right? So this is about having love for yourself, and we've got here the rose quartz, which is the power boost crystal here. This is about, you know, you are guided by love, not fear. When you have fear, that can attract more fear, and it can build and build and build. So this is really about having strength for yourself, and being guided by you and being guided by your love for yourself. which I think is so beautiful. And then we have this one here which says, you know, I am perfect and whole. So beautiful. And then the crystal here is red jasper. Now this is a crystal for health, and this is about really focusing on, you know, different areas of your health, your emotional health, which of course is very important, and, you know, things like meditation can help, but perhaps even counselling. If you find that there are things that are really hard to let go of in your life, even things from childhood, I really feel like doctors and counsellors can really help you. You know, these are professionals that know what they're doing, and it is good to, you know, go to them because they can help you. They know how to help you. Reiki healing can also help you. That can make you feel better. It's a Japanese technique of healing, and it's essentially a transfer of energy. And you can even do it on yourself. There are lots of techniques, tutorials, and, you know, ways of learning how to do it. And with practice, you know, you can do it on yourself as well. Of course, it takes practice to do it, but you can. And also, this is about your spiritual health. You know, things like meditation, mindfulness. Different forms of mindfulness can really help you, you know, journaling, yoga. So this is not just about your health in the physical sense, you know, of course nutrition is very important as well. I feel like that can really help you. But it's also about your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, your spiritual health. It's all your health combined, right? And the full moon can really help you kickstart your journey towards this, as I mentioned. Then we also have this one. I'm so sorry, my laptop is overheating. It does this just as and when it wants to. I've taken my laptop to its doctor many, many times, and my laptop still has issues. And I even bought one, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent, but I even bought one a little while ago, right? And the photo booth camera just wouldn't work on it, just would not want to work on it. It kept freezing. So I sent it back, and I decided to use this one, and yeah, this one's doing the same thing. So anyways, just bear with me on this. Okay, so this is the next card that we have, which is the last card from this particular deck, and we have here again another crystal for love, which is the rose quartz, and it says here, love is my heart, love is my heart, love is in my heart, and fills me with joy. Right, so this is really about you. Take time for yourself, try and understand yourself, and try and take a lot of time and space for yourself. That's not going to work. So this is really about putting it all towards yourself, focusing on yourself. You know, Four of Swords here. Wow, I didn't even realise. I should probably look at these, shouldn't I? I was going to get to them. But this totally resembles what I've been saying, which is, you know, amazing. What I usually do is I shuffle the cards and then put them into the piles. But here it is, Four of Swords. You know, this is about taking your energy back, putting it into yourself. This is about resting, retreating, meditating, yoga, journaling, mindfulness. Really putting it into yourself, and a full moon really can allow you to reflect and think and then release. Okay, Temperance is about being patient with yourself. Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is an action taker, yes, but Temperance is also about taking time and space for yourself, thinking one step at a time, which is very, very important, and then taking action. So, you know, a full moon can really allow you to reflect and do all of that and then release. So it will happen with time, because Temperance is not, you know, fast, neither is the Four of Swords. It's not fast, but it is consistent, and then you're able to release. Now, you also have the Seven of Cups. Look at all these drinks. Which one do you fancy? Do you fancy all of them? Do you want all of them? Because you can have all of them, right? This is about your goals, your dreams, your ambitions. It is also about self-love. It is about filling up your cup and having a full glass of self-love for yourself. So this is really about you. And then when you do that, you're able to understand yourself. You're able to understand others even more, right? Because you understand yourself. It's also about releasing, letting go, and then having a full, beautiful cup for yourself. You've got all of these beautiful things in these cups. And it is about, you know, whatever your dreams are, you know, you can achieve them, you know, if you put in the work, but it's also about making sure your cup is full. So that when you go about things, you know, when people are just so low on energy, they don't feel good about themselves, and then it starts affecting all areas of their life, because it's their energy that is affecting things as well. So it's about, you know, having a full cup of love, and then what will happen is that this will translate into multiple streams and areas into your life. And a full moon for you is really about reflecting and then releasing things that aren't serving you, things that don't feel good for you, and things that are just not making you feel good whatsoever. So group number 3, this is your reading, and if you liked it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and definitely comment down below how this resonated with your situation. And if you'd like to check out the description box below, there'll be information for private paid readings and how you can book one, free reading giveaway, and how you can win one. My bracelets will be linked down below on Etsy if you're interested in purchasing or checking those out, and you can also follow me on Instagram, the link will be down below. And I hope you all have an absolutely lovely day, night, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all very, very soon. Take care everyone. Bye!